Sim, or simulated racing, is the collective term for computer software such as vehicle simulation games that attempts to simulate accurately auto racing, complete with real-world variables such as fuel usage, damage, tire wear, grip, and suspension settings. To be competitive in sim racing, a driver must understand all aspects of car handling that make real-world racing so difficult. There were many arcade games released in the past, from pole position to hard driving, but the game that is often regarded as a personal computer's first true racing game simulation is Indianapolis 500: The Simulation. Unlike other racing games at the time, Indianapolis 500 attempted to simulate realistic physics and telemetry. It also allowed players to enact modifications to their vehicle. In 1992, Formula One Grand Prix by Microprose was released, making multiplayer possible. This only allowed 2 drivers to race. Leagues emerged where drivers would submit records of their single-player races to compare with other drivers. This is the first sim in which drafting was possible. Papyrus followed up Indy 500 with IndyCar Racing in 1993. In 1994, Papyrus NASCAR Series was launched. With greatly improved graphics, NASCAR became the race sim of choice for anyone with a capable PC, particularly in North America. It was the first sim where cars no longer looked like boxes. Online racing started with NASCAR 1 using the Hawaii dial-in servers, and it was not uncommon for those early sim racers to have $300 to $1,500 phone bills.
I'm Paul Page. From Papyrus, this is IndyCar Racing 2.
1995 saw the release of IndyCar Racing 2, updating the first version with the NASCAR graphics engine. Later, Microprose released Grand Prix 2. Grand Prix 2 became successful because it was customizable. This was achievable by way of the online community. Players could change everything about the game: drivers, teams, graphics, physics, car shapes, and eventually even the racetracks. In 1996, NASCAR 2 was released, further improving the original. The 10 multiplayer hosting service went live in November 1997 with the backing of NASCAR, and the online sim racing community grew. 1997 saw the release of Polyphony's digital Gran Turismo. It offered meticulous tuning options and an open-ended career mode where players had to undertake driving tests to acquire driving licenses, earn their way into races, and choose their own career path. Later, endurance racing events were introduced. The Gran Turismo has since become the best-selling racing game franchise to date. After years of development, Microprose released Grand Prix 3, which used a more modern graphics engine and featured the same customizable structure of Grand Prix 2. Though lacking proper network player support and using only an evolution of the Grand Prix 2 graphic engine, it still allowed easy track conversion back and forth. In 1998, Papyrus released Grand Prix Legends based on the 1967 F1 season. It was hailed for its physics and online multiplayer capability, allowing racers to join together online and racing leagues. Grand Prix Legends has remained a top-class sim thanks to a strong community who have collectively updated the graphics to utilize the current CPU and graphics capabilities, and have created loads of add-on tracks of high quality. Modding teams have managed to create new physics sets, and the 1965, 1966, and 1969 variants are now available with many improvements over the original. Since Grand Prix Legends, Image Space Incorporated has produced Sports Car GT in 1999 and F1 series starting in 2000, all published by Electronic Art. Unlike Papyrus sims, the physics are easily modified, and a large community has developed dedicated to modifying the ISI sims. One such modding team, Simbin, has created their own company and have released several games including GTR F1A racing game, GT Legends, GTR2, Race the official WTCC game, Race 07, STCZ the game, GTR Evolution, and Race On.